Okay, this is where we're left off because our memory card ran out of memory. As I was talking about, this one has about 300 and, I don't know, 30, 40 liters of water in it. You'll be able to see the water level. Now, in order to fill this, like I said, if we come to the front end of the machine, this is where you fill your water tank. By connecting water here, water travels through this hose, the black hose, going around the machine, come up here to this, which if I bring the camera here, you'll be able to see that there is a float in there. If you look, Mr. Frost, right there is a float, which it will prevent the tank from overfilling. So once you connect the water to the front, this is where the tank is going to fill. Normally, the tank is going to fill up to about 480 liters, about 460 liters before it gets topped off, which is that's enough to do a good whole day of work with it. So this is, again, how you fill your tank with water. Now, below it, this feature is called burner. It only comes on when the machine is running because it works with 115 volts electricity from the generator. This is what is called the burner switch. You turn the burner on, you get hot water, and of course when you have it off, you get cold water. This is your thermostat. This is right now is 0. Let me go ahead and turn my flashlight on. It looked like my flashlight is out, but anyway, as you turn the thermostat clockwise, you'll be able to see the different type of temperature. The lower numbers, they show the Celsius, and the upper number, they're going to show the Fahrenheit. As you turn it clockwise and set it with any kind of number, that allows the machine to give you exact temperature that you request from it. Now, when we come to the front end of it right here, this is in case you don't want to use the freshwater tank and you just want to use garden hose water from the property. This is where you directly connect the water to the machine. These two pressure outlets, it's where you connect the pressure hose to the machine, doing one technician or two technicians doing a cleaning of carpet, tile and grout, furniture, rugs, and what have you. In the center, this is your blower discharge. Means the air that gets sucked in from here, from your hoses, travels through the tank, goes through the filtration box, travels through this piping. Bring the camera around. This is the same air that comes out of the house, goes in here, down here, to the piping, through the vacuum system. Let's go around. The air, again, that you're sucking in from your tools comes out of here. We do have this piping here. These are called silencers to make the machine quiet, because this part right here has a very loud noise. Needs to be quiet down. So the air that comes out of here is going to be combined with sound, going through a stainless steel silencer system all the way around in there underneath the machine. I don't know if you can see those. Yep. The two silencers going all the way to the front through here, and it exits here. Again, the air that you're sucking in through the tank, bring the camera up here please. The air that you get sucked in from the tool goes around underneath the machine and comes out of here, which as a result of that, you're going to have suction. And the last part over here is your engine exhaust. If you notice, there is a muffler here, which basically silences your engine. Your engine silencers, bring the camera on please. It's a piping that comes out of the engine through here, through this silencer or through this muffler, coming around to the front please. You'll be able to see it come through here and comes out of the front. This area is extremely hot. That's why we have designed it to be in between the tank and the machine, so it will be away from the bystanders. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the key off. Now, on the top here, this is your burner exhaust. In other words, the heater that makes the hot water for you is in the back. It is a very large heater. It's a vertical North Star 354,000 BTU burner, which you can operate the burner using diesel or kerosene. At the bottom right here is your burner assembly, which basically this is your blower, which pushes the air upward for the diesel to be burned. You do have your fuel solenoid here. Then you do have your fuel pump. And of course, when we come to the right, this is your blower motor. And of course, in the back, you got your igniters. Combination of these, all of these systems, when they operate, they are controlled by a switch in the front. It is called burner, right here. Which of course, is gonna come on when we turn the machine on and when our generator started running. So going back to the burner, this area must remain clear. Do not put any kind of objects, any kind of tools, any kind of any type of material behind this burner. This burner should be able to radiate the heat that comes out of it. That way you don't put any kind of combustion, any kind of material behind this burner, because it will create fire. Now as the burner is running and the diesel is sprayed into the chamber, there is coil inside of this burner, which as the fire start igniting, there is water running through the coil, which within a matter of 30 seconds, this burner will provide you 200 plus degree water temperature, which basically equivalent to a 100 degrees Celsius. The exhaust of the burner comes through this duct. And if we follow it all the way to the front, this is where the exhaust of your burner comes out. But if you remember, you do have a doorway here that you had a company to cut out. So this section right here, this is where your door is going to shut. And if you're going to be running the system, of course, you have to have the door open for the exhaust of the burner to go out. Now, we're pretty much done with the features on this machine. Just bear with me. As we come here, this is your generator. These tubing and hoses, they're going to be secured later. But just to show you, this is your generator, which basically creates electricity for the burner to operate, which is belt driven off the shaft of the blower. This is called Quadroflex or Lovejoy, which basically connects the engine to the blower. We're gonna get to the video how to replace those, how to change them in a little bit. Again, like I said, this machine, it is almost complete. So as we get to the features here, this is your pump out system. In order to do the pump out, you do have a valve here that you can open all the way and pump out fast, or you can slow down the pump out by closing this valve to a proper position. Again, going quickly over this, this is your APO system or pump out. There is your generator. Now, I'm gonna go get to the final feature of this machine, which is your diesel tank. This is where you fill the tank with either kerosene or fuel oil, which is diesel, to have the heater running. Now, as far as the engine itself, it operates with a unleaded gasoline. If you bring the camera here, please, and put this back in place. This is your fuel pump, which basically gets the fuel coming in as you follow this hose, the black small hose, going all the way around. See if you can come through here, son. The same small black hose right here comes from the fuel pump and the fuel filter. If you follow it, comes here, 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 all the way up to the fuel tank. This is your 10-gallon or 40-liter fuel tank. In order to fill the fuel tank is simple. Remember, the ceiling of your truck was about 2 meters or 200 centimeters, and this right here is about 1.62 meters. So you do have a good 38 centimeters for you to be able to simply fill this with gas. To remove the top is simple. If you notice, there is a lever here. By pulling it back, twisting it, you'll be able to remove the top of the gas, this gas cap. I put it back in same position with the same way the lever it is. Just put it back in, and then turn the lever, and then lock it. Simple. Now, the reason we put the fuel tank here, because we want it to be towards the outside back of the truck, so you get the most air to stay cool. At the same time, we had raised the gas tank on top. That way, if you happen to run out of gas and you put more gas in, it doesn't take that long for this gas to run down through the same hose again. This time come around, Cruz. Coming all the way over here and get to the fuel pump of the engine. Because the gravity does the job, so there is no extra fuel pump is needed, which is gonna allow the machine run more reliable with its own fuel pump on board. All right. Again, this was a 2-section part for the second part of the training videos that I'm doing for you. The previous video, we did run out of memory, but we went ahead and kind of attached this video to kind of continue what we were talking about. This video, we're showing you what your machine is consists of. Now, the next video I'm going to do for you, it shows you how to do your services, what to use, how to change the oil in the engine, on the pump, how to grease the blower system, how to lubricate it, how to do this WD-40 system on it, and we go from there. I want to thank you for your time again, and I'm looking forward to see you.